Quote number 1. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. This means that the smart way to do a certain task is to actually make it easy for you. Sharpening the axe really makes your strikes count and makes the cutting process of the tree much more efficient and less time-consuming. One cutter, who does not sharpen the axe, may strike the tree 1,000 times and might not be able to cut the tree. But the one, who has sharpened the axe, may be able to cut it with 100 strikes only. In this way we should always know how to make a certain process easier so that our efforts can give us more and better results. Smart work can actually outweigh hard work. Quote number 2, you can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. This means that it is impossible to deceive everyone every time. Truth always comes out in the end. This is because the end to a lie is always truth. When you lie to someone, you will have to tell the same lie to everyone, and in order to hide the first lie, you have to tell another lie and then another and so on. If we take the example of acting, it is also a form of lying because you are actually playing someone else on stage. Even on stage, if you actually know how to act, some people might appreciate your work and some might criticize it. But not everyone will find your work amazing or convincing. The thing to learn here is that we should always tell the truth because we cannot lie in anything for a very long time. Quote number 3, I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. This means that in life, no matter in what kind of situations you are in, you should just keep moving forward. Even if your moving speed is slow, you should never become stagnant because that can actually cause you to decay. Another level below this is actually when you are moving backward. That is something that rots your mind and body because you are moving in a negative direction which destructs your mind. We are just like water, which also can be an environmental hazard when it is stagnant. Same way we can also be hazardous in our community if we become stagnant. Quote number 4, character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. This means that the real measure of a person is character. Tree is the real thing while the shadow of it is actually virtual. Shadow disappears when there is darkness, but tree remains firm. Shadow of a tree is based on external light. Similarly, reputation is based on external beliefs and opinions about you. Character is something internal and it is unique for every human being. By the same token, trees are of many different types and shapes. Character is basically thinking, behavior and feelings of a particular person which are based on the specific characteristics of a particular person. If character is a tree, then morals are the roots, conditioning is the stem and branches are the experiences. Morals are basically roots that hold the character together and makes it stand firm. Conditioning is the most important and the strongest part of a person's character. The experiences of a person are the branches and leaves which make up the life of a tree. The experiences or branches define the actual shape of a tree. Some experiences are good, that is, sometimes fruits also grow on branches. However, some experiences are bad, that is, leaves often fall off the tree. This is just one interpretation of character. There can actually be many more interpretations of the example given in this quote. Quote number 5, a house divided against itself cannot stand. This means that if there is a lot of conflict which exists in a team, the team will eventually fall apart. In order to stand, the team members should be united and loyal towards each other. Taking the example of business, a business cannot run profitably if the team members are not working together towards a unified vision. If there is dirty politics going on in the company and people are always in disagreement, the business will eventually cease to run. One important thing to learn is that the team should stick together even in the worst of times in order to achieve much better results.